Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Passion Theory, where I share with you some of my passions. This one being video gaming, and we're back again with Cemetery Mary. Let us see. Just checking on my food. It's going to get delivered soon. So, let us see if we can take another step towards solving the mysteries. So, I woke up the next morning. Must have been pretty tired after the last few days. I dragged myself out of bed and followed my normal morning routine. Got changed into my favorite outfit, had breakfast, etc. And of course, Croven was once again nowhere to be seen. However, when I checked my phone that morning, I realized he had sent me a message. To my surprise, there were other messages there as well from my new friends. Whose should I read first? Let's read Croven's first. Oh, that's a cute background. Hey, Mary. I'm sorry. I know I've been acting pretty nasty to you lately. I hope you know I don't mean it. Have you been to the Planet Dollars yet? I'll be heading there after lunch today. Maybe like 12:30? You should come and have lunch with me. My treat. And then I can, like, formally apologize or whatever. Okay. Reginald's weird because, like, it's a full-grown man. And from what I can tell, I'm, like, 16. Good morning, Miss Mary. Anata. Anta. Anta's hard to say. Mary Anta. My thing is, like, we don't know who this serial killer is, and there's this grown man talking to us. Like, I'm afraid he is the killer. I hope you're doing well today. You had asked about the book something. Well, I actually finished it quicker than I expected to. I really love to give it to you, but I won't be at the library today. I'm actually going to be at the cemetery. You like that place, though, right? Did I tell him that? I don't remember if I told him that. You should come and see me. Then I can pass the book over to you. No, let's not meet at a cemetery where there's not, like, a bunch of people. Let's totally meet at the library, a public place where there's lots of people. I'll be there 1:15 or so. Oh, I don't know if we'll have time to go there and then meet up with our cousin. Maybe after we could grab lunch or something together? Hope that doesn't come off weird. It does. I just like some company for my lunch break. No, it comes off weird because you're a grown man. No, I'm totally gonna go see my cousin. Call me back. Let me guess, Twyla also wants to meet for lunch? Mary, it's Twyla. If you're still interested in helping me, I'll be at the library around noon today. It should be quieter there, and there's some books I want to pick up for research purposes. Meet me there if you can, but if not, just call. I'll just call you up another time. Okay? Okay. Exit phone. There we go. I was messaged by each of them. However, I think I'll only have time to meet up with one of them today. Where should I go today, then? Well, okay. The cafe is where my cousin's gonna be, and it's more important to make sure that we are, you know, communicating well and everything, since all we have is each other. So that is definitely a priority. My food's gonna be here soon. I'm so happy. The cafe to meet with my cousin. It was a tough choice, but I had to choose one of them. I told the others I had plans, and that I'd be able to meet with them some other time. Then, when noon rolled around, I headed to my destination. I spotted Croven pretty quickly. Dressed the way we do, it wasn't that hard. I recognized those red and black striped sleeves from a mile away. When Croven saw me, he gave me a hug. I used to dress like that, like, all the time when I was a teenager. Still do occasionally. And it made me realize how long it had been since he last hugged me. His arms felt relaxed, and he was wearing his classic smile. For a moment, it looked as if he was back to his normal old self. We had lunch together, and like he promised, it was his treat. Uh, I don't know what that said. Oh, and then they said, "Oh, Croven, please don't dab." Okay. All right, that's good. I have that where I can go look back and see what happened if I accidentally click. That time I didn't even click, it just went by. So you definitely dabbed. Of course I did. You know I had to do it to them. That's so you. I know, right? I thought about mentioning how happy I was that he was starting to feel all right, but I was worried that by bringing it up, he might get upset again. So I just kept the conversation going. There was no reason to bring it up anyways. So, would you consider it a successful date? Oh yeah, totally. I mean, they looked ready to kill me by the end of it, but in the fun way, you know? Kind of like how my mom looks at my dad whenever he makes a bad pun. Exactly. Wow, I'm so happy for you. Do you think you'll take them out again? Maybe. Wow. Going on a date sounds fun. Oh, don't worry, Mars. Someday, someone will take you out too. One day. So anyways, do you like it here? The planet dollars, I mean. The little ghosts in the background, the little satanic ghosts, the little pentagram ice. I always thought it was overhyped, but now that we have one, it actually ain't too shabby. My food is here. I will be back. Just save. Okay. Oh, actually, I've been here. Oh, you have? When? I was here just the other day, because I wanted to check it out. Funny enough, we sat at this table too. Oh, you did? Wait. Who's we? Did you suddenly make friends behind my back? Huh? Oh. When I was here, the place was pretty packed, so the only empty seat was at this table. But some other girl was sitting here too, and I guess we're, like, kind of friends now. I mean, I just met her, but we're keeping in contact, so... Her name's Twyla. Twyla? Yeah? Is there a problem with that? Mary, listen to me. I'm saying this because I care about you. Stay away from Twyla. Huh? Why? You just can't talk to her, okay? I can't... Of all the people, you had to talk to her? She's the kind of girl who stabbed the devil in the butt with his own pitchfork. Seriously, you shouldn't be talking with her. Do you know her? Did something happen between you two? You've never mentioned her before, and... Mary, please. I know I'm coming off really bad right now. And you probably think I'm being a giant jerk. But just don't talk to her. You just can't. Yeah, I mean, Croven's not gonna steer me wrong. He's my cousin. I'll watch my back, yeah. I already promised her I'd help her with some stuff. But I trust your reasons for disliking her, even if I don't know what they are. I think it's a little late to back out of the arrangement, but I'll definitely take what you said to heart. I'll be careful. Good. You should be. Come on, let's go throw... Oh, yeah, come on, let's go throw our trash out. Croven was still salty over Twyla, even though I attempted to drop the conversation. He said he wouldn't talk about it anymore, but I better not ever mention him to Twyla. Ever. We tried to spend the rest of the day together, but it was more apparent that he wasn't in a good mood anymore. At least by the time we started heading home, he had calmed down to a much more normal state. After getting home, he said that he was going to smoke outside for a little bit. Gross. So I let him and headed up to bed. is time to do our little ritual that we do every night of talking to random strangers. So, I'm glad that this like upcoming generation smokes a whole lot less. And oh my gosh, my parents were both chain smokers, and whew, oh my gosh, it damaged my lungs so badly. They didn't smoke in the house, but they did smoke at like restaurants back then, had a smoking section, and they'd smoke there. And they'd smoke in the car, and they're like, "Oh, we're blowing out the window, so it's fine." But it was to like come in the car and get at my lungs and stuff. It was awful. And then like my sister's parents smoked, and they smoked inside the house. Ugh, I can't stand smoke. My lungs are so messed up. And then like me getting COVID didn't help. Hi. Hello. Can we talk about the thing you said the other night? I haven't been able to stop thinking about it ever since you said it. What's bothering you? You said that you were coming for me. That you just needed more time. Are you really going to steal me too? It'll be alright. Promise. No, Mary. Gosh. What? Police. Tell Croven. Tell anyone this is going on. Like, for the love of all that's holy. It's for the best. You're gonna make me feel sick all over again. What do you want me to tell you? Yeah, who you really are. Is that really what you want? You'll see me soon, but you shouldn't worry about it. It will happen when it happens. This is for the best. Even if you can't see that right now. Even if you can't ever. When will this be over? Soon, hopefully. I just need more time. You'll hang on for me, won't you? Do I have a choice? Sweet dreams, Mary. Mary, no, this is weird stalker nonsense. Get out of there. I didn't sleep at all that night. Call the police. I really didn't. I need an adult. There were a few times I shut my eyes and tried to, but nothing could calm me down anymore by this point. Well, yeah, what's his face is like, I'm watching you. I'm gonna get you like I got your parents, but they're fine, they're safe, everything's fine and safe, you know? And I'm like, no, nothing is fine, safe. My anxiety has gone. My anxiety was through the roof. I'd be having panic attacks, and I would have already called like the police. I just wanted mom and dad back. I want to know for certain that they were okay. It should have been me that was taken. Why? Maybe it was supposed to be. No, 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 no. As a child, never wish that like you should be taken instead of your parents, because your parents 100% would rather they be taken than you by some crazy weirdo. Just saying. As someone who has children, like if somebody was trying to get my kid, no, no. And my kid ever felt bad that something happened to me, someone was trying to get him, ugh, that would hurt me. Kids, no. Your parents don't want you to be hurt. They would totally rather be hurt for you. If they're good parents. There are bad parents out there. Okay, the next morning when I got up, Groven was still home for once. He seemed to be acting pretty normal for once. At the very least, not agitated. But despite that, I didn't sit and have breakfast with him. Why? I wasn't in the mood to really talk to anyone. Not right now. Oh, okay. Not after last night. It was too much. I just wanted some private time to myself. I just wanted to cool down. As I was about to leave, Crow called out, Not eating breakfast, Mars. I responded, Today I'm not hungry. I'm meeting with a friend for breakfast. I'm just going to pick up something while I'm out. He responded with simple, okay. And after that, I was out the door. I just wanted to go to that place and not be bothered. On the bus ride there, all three of them texted me again. Groven said he noticed I left pretty quickly and hoped I wasn't upset with him for his behavior lately. Twyla talked about some of her progress on her results, and Reginald said he'd be at the cemetery again today. Although I appreciate their messages, I really just needed to be alone. I needed to go back there and just relax. No, that's not the right word. I wasn't going there to relax. I was going there to mourn. Going home, to our restaurant. The Dine Red. It's where I grew up. I lived my whole life in this diner. Restaurant? Bistro? I never know the right word for places like this. We always had such silly names for it, since it was next to the cemetery. The Restaurant in Peace, sometimes the Diner, even just simply Dine Dead. I always wondered if others caught on. You probably wouldn't know just from looking at it, but there's two floors. The bottom floor is the diner itself. I've eaten there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, sometimes all in the same day. The top floor is more like a house, our house. There's bedrooms and a bathroom and even a small living space with a TV. And we totally shouldn't be going here without a police escort when we're getting crazy texts by people saying they're going to kidnap us and going back to seeing the crime where they could totally kidnap us. But that's fine. It can be a little cramped sometimes, but it's cozy. No one could get up there but me and my parents, of course. The upstairs is locked. You'd need a key, which I have, of course. After Mom and Dad went missing, the authorities locked this place up, and it's been locked ever since. They don't want anyone going in there, not even me, because I don't know. It's kind of like a crime scene or something. Then we should not go in. Also, like by now they should be done with their investigation because it's a house where she lives, but I guess at the same time, she's not old enough to live by herself, so she is with a different guardian. But it's weird that they won't let her like go get her stuff or anything. But I still have the key for the front too. It's my house after all. I carefully scanned the area around me as I stood in the parking lot. There were a few cars that passed by and maybe a person or two on the sidewalk, but no one really seemed to pay me any mind. It was still a bit early in the morning, so it wasn't surprised to see so few people out. I looked over my shoulders a few more times to make sure no one was watching me. I'm going to break the law. Like, it's cordoned off so they can find who did this, and you're going to go mess with everything and maybe screw up a bunch of evidence. Like, what? Then I stepped out to the front door, unlocked it, and took a step inside, closing the doors carefully behind me. Like, all all of this just bad news bears. When I stepped inside, I was instantly hit with a wave of all different kinds of emotions. I'd been avoiding the diner for a long time because whenever I passed it, I would just think of Mom and Dad and feel sad. But now stepping inside, it felt nice. At least a little bit. Just being able to be in my own house after so long. It was bittersweet. On one hand, I felt so happy to just be home. Everything was just as I left it. The light still entered in through the windows the same way it always did. It still smelled faintly of delicious food, even though the kitchen hadn't been used in a while. Even Mom's special board was in the same spot, but it felt so empty, so desolate, so abandoned. There wasn't even any electricity here. This place was hardly ever empty. We always had customers, and the diner always did well. There was hardly a moment where I'd come downstairs and only see Mom or Dad. There were always people. Even if it was just one person was here, the counter would be full of coffee drinkers at night and in the mornings. I'd see family come by for dinner or people out on dates come here. I always loved being able to see that. There were so many good memories in this place, like 13th birthday, the married couple that came in, the time we had a Halloween party. Halloween just passed. It was more like a trunk or treat kind of thing. We had a bunch of cars lined up in our parking lot giving out candy. And there was a few games to play. I remember Mom helping me put together a little Grim Reaper costume. It was a rare instance where I actually got along with other kids, and even was able to see them considering I was homeschooled. I remember Croven being there too. He was just as like a zombie, though his makeup got completely ruined when he tried to go bobbing for apples. Bobbing for apples. That's so gross. Who even came up with that? I don't think I could even imagine doing it today. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way because it's like everybody's like open mouth with all that spit is like all up in the water. It's gross. I'm sorry, it's gross. But it seemed fun as a kid, I guess, even though I never did so. I never did either. I was always like, that's gross. That's too many weird germ nasties for me. I probably thought it was gross back then too, I guess. I definitely did. I remember Groven got to sleep over afterwards too, and Mom and Dad kept the Halloween decorations up all day the next day. It's funny, I use some of those decorations in my room now. But I remember all the booths and tables and windows being absolutely covered in orange and black streamers. And now it's all covered in dust, and no one's here. Where should I go? Well, she's clearly missing her parents. Let's go to Mom and Dad's room. Though you shouldn't, because the police aren't done looking in here. I decided to walk up to my parents' room. I just missed them so much I couldn't bring myself not to. There's a steam ray. I stepped into my parents' room. The curtains were drawn open and warm light flooded into the room as the sun finally came out from behind the clouds today. I could still smell some of my mom's perfume lingering in the air. Everything was so neat, just as they had always kept things. You wouldn't even have guessed they were kidnapped. There were no signs of a struggle, or even any sort of a mess at all. The bed was made and all their stuff was exactly where it should be. The only thing that was different was the fine layer of dust from how long it had been, and the fact that my parents weren't here. I sat on my parents' bed. It was always softer than mine. I remember sleeping here when I was a little girl, when I didn't feel quite big enough to sleep in my own bed just yet. Mom would help me build pillow forts here sometimes, and we would... something. Ugh. I didn't press the button, it just went. And we would hang up a sign that said no boys allowed. Meaning just her dad. It didn't take long for me to start crying. I missed my mom and dad. Never even got the chance to say goodbye to them. The last message I got from them was my mom telling me she hoped I would sleep well that night, and then the next day they were gone, just like that. What do I do now? What if they never come back? What if I already saw them for the last time? I ended up falling asleep on my parents' bed. I was already exhausted from my lack of sleep, and crying certainly didn't help in that respect. When I woke up, I was unaware of how much time had passed, but I felt groggy. And I didn't think I should stay any longer. It'd probably just make me feel worse. I got up from the bed and began to head back downstairs. It wasn't until I got to the bottom of the stairs that I noticed. Oh, someone was here. Oh, grab a knife. What do we have, mace? Some stranger kneeling over in front of the doorway for whatever reason. I was almost frozen in my spot. I hope it's Groven. Who are they? Why were they here? No one should have been able to get in. This place was locked up. Did she not? No, should have. This place was locked up. No, should have. I hope she, locked it back after her. That's right. I unlocked it. Crap. You didn't lock it behind you? Always lock the door behind you. Like, I never stay with the doors open. I stood there hoping they wouldn't see me. The way they were dressed, with baggy dark clothes and their hood up, told me they were most likely bad news. Did they follow me in here? I wasn't sure what to do. I thought about trying to escape out the back way or sneakily heading back up the stairs if need be, but as soon as I took a step back, I tripped slightly, of course, then let out a small yelp as I caught myself on one of the arches. The stranger immediately bolted outside. Wait! No, they're probably just thieves. I wasn't even able to get a good look at them. For a split second, I considered trying to chase after them. And even if that wasn't a stupid idea, they ran much faster than I could keep up with anyways. They could be one of the other people that have missing family members that are trying to investigate it themselves. Panicked and slightly shaky, I took out my phone. I was so nervous I pressed it to my ear without even having dialed anyone yet. But who would I call? The police? No, I can't do that. I was already in here when I wasn't supposed to be, and I don't want to put any kind of attention on myself. But I can't just call nobody. I have to tell somebody about this. Who? Who do I go to? Obviously, your family? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call the police even though I wasn't supposed to be there. I rushed to call Groven. I don't know why I keep calling him Groven. He's my family and the only person I could trust with something like this. Please pick up Croven. I was beginning to fear Croven forgot to charge his phone or something or other. He picked up. Yo, Croven, where are you right now? Are you busy? Can you come meet me? Whoa, 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 hold up. What's with all the questions? Everything okay? I'm at the diner, and there was someone here. Some intruder. They just ran out, but please, can you please come here? Cool down, Mary. Reel it back a bit. I'll come, okay? Don't panic. Okay. I'll try not to. Now lock the door until Croven gets there. Felt like an eternity passed before Croven got here. I couldn't really read the expression on his face. He looked kind of concerned, but also kind of annoyed in a way too. Did I bother him somehow? He was probably on his date. Still, he calmed down pretty quickly. So we looked around the house together, trying to make sure whoever was here didn't leave anything behind. And they didn't, except, well, when we investigated my room, we noticed one of my plushies disappeared. It was one of my favorites, and I always kept it right on the shelf next to my bed, so it couldn't have gotten lost so easily. Did they take it? That thought put my stomach in knots. Yeah, that's weird. To think they must have been in here while I was dozing off in the other room. Oh God, ugh. After we searched every room, we headed back downstairs. Croven gave me a kind of sad look. Are you really okay, Mars? I am now. Thanks for coming. Mars, are you sure you weren't just imagining things? Oh my God, smack him. It was probably just an animal that got in. I don't know. I know stuff's been kind of rough lately, and I know I haven't been helping in that, so... Look, I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if... What? No! Croven, I definitely saw a person here. I swear it! Well, in that case, maybe it was just a squatter. Croven, I really don't think so. This place was locked before. They couldn't have gotten in until I unlocked it. What if they followed me here? You can't know that for sure, right? I guess not. Look, you caught me at a bad time, and I really can't do a lot to help right now anyway. Let's just get out of here and try to forget it, okay? Forget it? Is there anything we can really do at this point? You already called me just because you didn't want to phone the police, right? Look, I'm sorry someone got in, but what do you want me to do about it? Just one guy, Mars. I can't track him down for you. Well, yeah, but you need to make sure she's safe. She just, like, the whole point in calling you was to, like, check out the house, make sure everything is safe, and then get her home safe. That's it. And you can do that, and you already did. So, well, you gotta get her home safe, but... Let's just leave this place alone for now. I guess. He's allowed to live at his house, and his parents disappeared. Did they not disappear? Maybe they didn't disappear from his house, and that's why it's not locked down, too. We left, and I locked the place back up. But something seemed off about Croven today. He usually wasn't like this. Croven was always so hot-headed and defensive, especially towards me lately. But now now that I'm actually asking for his help, he just doesn't seem to care. I went home disappointed that night. I could barely eat or brush my teeth properly. I almost went straight to bed. But no, I couldn't do that. I just couldn't, even if I wanted to. Hello again. Good evening. Was that you in my diner today? What do you mean? Earlier today, I was at my diner, or my house, I guess. There was a stranger. I couldn't see their face, and they ran out as soon as they realized I was behind them. Was that you? No. I don't know why I bother asking. I doubt you give me the truth either way. Sometimes lying will be necessary, but I'm telling you the truth now. If you say so. I'm not really sure what else to say. That's okay. I prefer when you don't ask questions. Why is that? You know what they say. Curiosity kills the cat. Good night, Mary. So much for getting a good night's sleep. Mary, are you still sleeping? Mary? No, I just don't want to get up yet. Let me sleep. I've had a long night last night. A long night? You went to bed at 8:30. I didn't sleep well. Well, your mother's making pancakes if you want any. Do they have chocolate chip? Of course, it's Sunday. Okay, I'll be down soon. So we're having a dream, but we're going to save now. And that is it for now. And hopefully next time we'll get a little bit more into what the heck is going on. Remember to make room for your own passions, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.